Please stay. All right, there we go. Man, this phone is turning into a freaking battery guzzler. Indycar at Gateway. 20 laps here tonight at Gateway. One of the two championship contenders, Marcus Ericsson on pole with his other championship contender and teammate Kyle Kirkwood starting in 8th. Ericsson is 44 points behind Kyle Kirkwood. 50 is a full race back in points. But it looks like the championship is going to be settled between two Andretti Global cars this year. 5 races to go. Gateway, Portland, the Milwaukee Mile, doubleheader, and Nashville. Here we go. 20 laps tonight in St. Louis. Green flag, Marcus Ericsson and rookie Jacob Abel lead the field to green. Jacob Abel, the rookie, leads lap number 1 with Joseph Newgard in second, and Marcus Ericsson nearly turns him around. Colton Herta has made an incredible start. He's already fighting for the 4th position. But Jacob Abel leads. Marcus Ericsson, Joseph Newgarden side by side for second with Herta and Palou fighting for 4th. Championship leader Kyle Kirkwood mired in a battle between Christian Lundgaard and himself. That's for the 7th spot. Which Lundgaard's going to win? Looking like Kiffin Simpson's trying to join the battle for 4th between Palou and Herta. He's actually going to fall back and maybe lose a spot to Lundgaard. Jacob Abel leads lap number 2. Still side by side for second behind the 18. And the battle for 4th has been won by Alex Palou. Palou goes into 4th. Herta falls back into 5th. Battle for 6th is going to be won by Lundgaard. Actually, no. Kiffin stays with him. Scotty Mack. He's going to make it 3 wide. He's going to go into the 8th spot. Maybe join the battle for 6th. As the battle for 2nd still rages on, it looks like Newgarden's going to win. No. Ericsson's still there, and Jacob Abel slips up. He goes high, and now we're 3 wide for the lead. Big push, Alex Palou gives Jacob Abel a big shove. Abel leads lap 4, but here's Alex Palou to his outside. Palou to the lead. Palou out front. Here's Newgarden and Abel side by side for 2nd. 3 wide for 5th. Herta on the inside. Lundgaard up the middle. Sips it up high. Marcus Ericsson currently runs 4th. Kyle Kirkwood currently in 10th. That's your championship battle. Ericsson looking to gain some big points on his teammate and championship rival. And Scott McLaughlin and Kiffin Simpson make contact again. These two have history. Remember, McLaughlin intentionally wrecked Simpson back at, I believe, Mid-Ohio. And oh, there goes Jacob Abel. Huge crash for the rookie. Caution is out. On lap number 4, as Jacob Abel goes around the backstretch and hit pretty hard on the inside wall. He was on his side. He lost it. He hit Joseph Newgarden and spun. And there he went. Very unfortunate for the rookie. He was having a really good run. Jacob Abel will finish last at Gateway. What could have been maybe his first career win instead is a last place finish. So Alex Palou, he currently is third in points. He could gain back into this championship battle with a good result, as we'll restart on lap number 6 with Palou leading, Newgarden in second, Ericsson third, Lundgaard in fourth, Herta fifth, Simpson sixth, McLaughlin seventh. Watch those two. That could get hairy. O'Ward in eighth, points leader Kirkwood in ninth, Will Power now in the top 10, Siegel 11th, Foster 12th, Rossi 13th, Stingray Robb 14th, Rahal 15th, Daly 16th, Rasmussen 17th, Dixon at 18th. Here we go. Alex Palou leads the field back to green at Gateway. Single file currently between the top 5. Here comes Kiffin Simpson. Scott McLaughlin's looking already underneath the 8. Pato O'Ward trying to make a move. Here's Nolan Siegel. Here's Louis Foster even trying to make moves. There's Stingray Robb and Alexander Rossi. Graham Rahal, Connor Daly, Christian Rasmussen, and Scott Dixon. Who's not having a really good race so far. Yeah, Scott Dixon's running into people. He's finally made a pass. He's passed Graham Rahal on track. Not a good day for Juncos either. Connor Daly and Stingray Robb mired in the back, as well as Alexander Rossi. 4 wide. For about 6th. Simpson, McLaughlin, O'Ward, Foster, and the 8 and the 3 make contact again. Kiffin Simpson's been a contact magnet for a few weeks now. He doesn't want to piss off Scott McLaughlin again, but I think he may have. For the lead on the outside, here's Joseph Newgarden. Here we go, lap 7, 3 wide. Marcus Ericsson makes a move. And Christian Lundgaard's going to try and make it 4 wide. Here comes Colton Herta to help out his Andretti teammate. And Ericsson to the lead, Herta in the second. 3 wide for third. Oh, there it is. Contact. Kiffin Simpson's around. He's in the inside wall. And that broke Scott McLaughlin as well. Scott McLaughlin's destroyed. Caution. Scott McLaughlin destroyed. Kiffin Simpson came down in front of him. That wasn't actually contact or payback. Again, Kiffin Simpson came down in front of Scott McLaughlin and crashed it, and they both crash. Unfortunate for Kiffin and Scotty Mack. Another caution here at Gateway. And it's the 8 and the 3 car again. Penske and Ganassi. That rivalry is going to continue. That may distract those teams from winning a championship, because now they're going to have a really big deal on their hands. As Kiffin Simpson and Scott McLaughlin do not like each other. It clearly shows. 18th for Kiffin, 17th for Scotty Mack. Back-to-back bad results for both those 2 cars. So we will restart again on lap 9. It's an Andretti Global 1-2. Marcus Ericsson leads the way. Then it's Colton Herta. Then it's Alex Palou. Then Joseph Newgarden. Then Christian Lundgaard. That's your top 5 as we'll restart on lap number 9. Rookie Louis Foster is now at 6th. 7th is Pato O'Ward. 8th is Nolan Siegel. How about Arrow McLaren with all 3 cars in the top 10? Kyle Kirkwood is 9th. Will Power is 10th. And then the Juncos boys of Daly and Robb in 11th and 12th. Rossi 13th. Rasmussen 14th. There's the Ed Carpenter boys. Dixon 15th and Rahal 16th. Here we go. Andretti Global boys lead the field back to green. We're underway again at Gateway. Herta immediately pulls out. Here's Newgarden and Palou. 4 cars under a blanket entering turn 1 for the lead. Oh, big time contact. Oh, Stingray Rob, Christian Lundgaard, Nolan Siegel are banging. Can they all hang on to it? Yes, they did. But they're going to maybe lose a lot of spots. No, everyone has to hold up behind them. Alexander Rossi and Graham Rahal have huge damage, and there they go. There they go in the back. Graham Rahal went underneath the 20. Big crash in turn 3. Looks like we're going to get another caution. Crash in turn 3 between the 2 cars in the back. It's Graham Rahal and Alexander Rossi, and Graham ended up on top of the 20. Yeah, it looked like Rossi misjudged it. He got big time damage, and then Graham clipped him off of turn 2, and they went into the wall off of 2. And another quick yellow, which will take us to the halfway point of the races. Rossi and Rahal, who once upon a time were top 3 in the standings, both of them together, way early on in the season, have looked like a shell of them for their former selves. 16th for Rossi, which has really been awful since the Indy 500. And then Graham Rahal, who also had a really rough 500, hasn't been the same either. 15th for the 15. So we have 14 cars remaining, and we're only halfway through the race. And there was big contact between Stingray, Nolan, and Lundgaard, so watch out for that. So Dixon's 14th, Rasmussen 13th, Connor is 12th, Will Power 11th, Pato 10th, Foster in 9th, Kyle Kirkwood, the points leader, in 8th. 7th is Stingray, 6th is Lundgaard, Nolan now in the top 5. And then Palou 4th, Joseph 3rd, Colton 2nd, Ericsson still in the lead. So here we go. Ericsson and Herta will lead the field. Back to green again. Green flag for the second half. Gateway. Colton Herta didn't get a good start. Marcus Ericsson didn't get a good start. Here's Colton Herta making a charge. Nolan Siegel up there for 3rd. Well, how about Nolan Siegel? Making a charge at things. Here he is. And look at Pato O'Ward. Pato's in the mix. Top 6 under a blanket, but it's side by side for the lead. Kyle Kirkwood really got kicked to the back in the restart. He's fighting with Connor Daly for 12th. Foster gets passed by Lundgaard for 7th. 3 wide for 3rd. It's going to be between Joseph and Palou as Siegel's going to get drop kicked. But the battle's still on between the Andretti boys for the lead. It looks like it's going to be Herta. Ericsson's still there, though. Lap number 12, Herta leads. Ericsson's coming back. Ericsson, Herta, side by side. Marcus is trying. Palou might be clear for 3rd, just behind them. He's not. Herta's still there. Palou's clear in the 3rd. Nolan and Pato fight for 5th. Louis Foster goes by Lundgaard for 7th. Will Power and Stingray fighting for 9th on lap number 12. Marcus Ericsson wins, and Kyle Kirkwood finishes where he finishes. That is a nightmare for Kirkwood, and that's beautiful for Marcus Ericsson, who's making an unlikely championship charge. But another person who might make an unlikely championship charge, Alex Palou. He's third in the standings. Don't count him out. Fight for the lead again. Colton Herta. He's really good through 1 and 2. He's trying to take the lead. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Herta's got almost all the way around Ericsson. Here's Alex Palou pushing Ericsson. Ericsson leads on lap 13. Palou's in the mix as well. And here's Joseph. Palou might stick his nose in 3 wide, but he backs out of it. And Herta and Ericsson still remain side by side for the lead. Don't look now, the Arrow McLaren boys are getting in the mix. And Will Power has shot up a bunch of positions here. He's fighting Foster for 7th. Lundgaard and Stingray will go into a fight for 9th. Actually, no, Lundgaard got a huge push from Stingray. He'll take him 3 wide. He's going to clear Foster. He's going to clear Power. Move the 7 up to 7th. Arrow McLaren 5, 6, 7 with the 5, 6, and 7 cars all in order. But it's a battle between Hondas and Chevys up in the front. Here's Joseph Newgarden looking for the lead. Joseph the only Chevy up there, though, and he's going to lose out. Herta to the lead on lap 14. Ericsson so close. They're really pushing hard. Here's Alex Palou on the outside. Palou for 2nd. Newgarden might look to make it 3. He does look to make it 3. He does try and make it 3 wide. Lundgaard for 6th. Louis Foster may have gotten some damage. Scott Dixon blitzes by him for 10th. Kyle Kirkwood is really struggling, trying to get around Connor, and he does. Kirkwood the 12th, battling Connor and Rasmussen. And Foster's jumped back there as well. Something really must have happened to Louis Foster that lap. He is really struggling now. Dixon the 9th. Here he comes. He is charging. Lundgaard gets by Nolan for 6th. On course for one of his better results of the season. Here he goes on Pato for 5th. 3 wide for 2nd, though. That battle is going to be won by Joseph. Joseph the 2nd. Palou and Ericsson nearly hit. Marcus, you got to calm down. You cannot lose composure. You need these points. You're way ahead of your championship rival. Got to finish this out strong. Alex Palou nearly gets turned. Lap 15, Herta leads. Ericsson pushes him in the 2nd. Joseph still with Ericsson. They're side by side. Palou in 4th, but a good battle here between the Arrow McLarens. All 3 of them. 3 wide for 5th, and Nolan's going to win the battle. 2 of the Grizzly vets as well in that battle. Power and Dixon. And Stingray looks to stiff his nose in there. Look at this. Wow, what a move by Stingray, but it's not going to work out. He may only get 1 spot. That's Lundgaard. But guess what that really worked out for? Scott Dixon's up to 6th. Make that 5th. Out of nowhere, Scott Dixon is charging. But the top 4 are really battling hard. Ericsson to the lead. Now he's going to lose it right away. Here's Joseph Palou and Ericsson. 3 wide. Ericsson back out in front. Ericsson in the lead. Colton dives under him. 5 to go. Colton wants his first IndyCar win. Palou and Joseph right there. But what a battle. Here comes Dixon. Dixon's in the mix. What a charge from Scott Dixon. What would it be if he won this race? Nolan Siegel just dive-bombed everybody, and here he is in the 7th. That's 8th. Actually, no, that is 7th. Coming to lap 17. 4 laps to go in the race, and it's Marcus Ericsson and Colton Herta side by side for the lead, but they have new company in Dixon and Pato. What a story this would be if Dixon could win. He's 3 wide for third with his teammate and Newgarden. Colton on the inside fighting. Erickson loses it. Erickson to second. Colton takes the lead. 4 to go. Colton leads, but can Erickson close? He's getting closer. He'll take a look. He won't go for it. Still Colton and Erickson 1-2. Then they're 3 wide between Dixon, Palou, and Joseph. That Ganassi-Penske rivalry right there coming into effect. Pato, Nolan, and Power for 6th. Oh, contact! And there they go. Crash. Christian Lundgaard and Stingray Robb. Cautions out. And Connor Daly piles in. Oh, man. That's unfortunate for Connor. And Christian Rasmussen gets tagged. Cautions out. This is going to be a mess. 4-car incident. And this could be a red flag. Christian Rasmussen, Christian Lundgaard get taken out. And this could be a red flag, and this could set up chaos for this finish. Colton Herta is the leader. Marcus Erickson is second. Joseph Newgarden's ruled in third. Scott Dixon's fourth. Alex Palou is fifth. Pato 6th, Nolan 7th, Power 8th, Kirkwood 9th, and Louis Foster round out your top 10. And that's everyone who was in the crash. Rasmussen was taken out. Lundgaard, he spins, and then unfortunate for the Hookos fellas, Connor and Stingray. Man, that's very unfortunate. So they get taken out, as well as Lundgaard, who's having a really good day, too, and in the wall. He cleared up in front of Stingray. That's what happened. He cleared up in front of Stingray. He thought he was clear. He cleared himself and kicked off a big crash. So, unfortunate for Hookos and Rasmussen. Stingray showed flashes today, but nothing much. He'll get 14th after his first podium of his career at Toronto. 13th for Connor as his rough season continues. 12th for Lundgaard. He's had an awful season. And then 11th place for Christian Rasmussen, who's also having a pretty awful season. His last 4 finishes, Christian Rasmussen, have been 9th, 11th, and 9th, 11th. Crazy. So, Indycar did red flag the race. There will be a green-white checkered. Colton leads. He's never won a Indycar Racing League race before. Marcus Erickson's won 3 of them. He's in second. Joseph's won 2. He's in third. Scott Dixon's won 1, as well as Alex Palou. They're 4th and 5th. Pato, I believe, has won 1. That's an Indy 500. He's in 6th. Nolan's 7th. He's never won. Will Power in 8th. He's won 2. Kirkwood in 9th. I believe he's only won 1. And Louis Foster's never won, the rookie. Here we go. Green flag. Green, white, checkered. It's out of Gateway. Erickson immediately to the inside of Herta. Erickson, Colton side by side for the lead. Dixon and Joseph side by side for third. Palou's going to try and help him out. Oh, look at Pato. Pato takes everyone 3 wide. Unbelievable move by Pato Award. And Pato looks for the lead. Out of nowhere, he just sent it. And he wants the lead. What a restart by the 5. 3 wide for the lead. The Andretti boys and Pato Award has taken the lead. Unreal. White flag is out and Pato looks to steal it. His first lap led of the race is the penultimate one. Andretti boys in trouble. Nolan and Power almost crash. Big run coming from Joseph. No, Pelot's going to split him. Pato is gone. 3 wide for second. Here's Pelot with Dixon. Wow. What an unbelievable finish. Pato Award is gone. And he's going to steal it here at Gateway, barring a colossal choke in turn 3. Wow, this is unbelievable. And look at Alex Pelot. He may get second. They're 4 wide for second place. Scott Dixon may get second, but it is all Pato at the moment. He's got it. He's got it. Pato Award, with the restart of his life, is going to win at Gateway, his second oval win of the season. And it comes at Gateway. He won the 500. He wins at Gateway. Erickson second. Dixon third. Pelot fourth. Good run for the 28. And 10 to maybe gain on Kirkwood. Ooh, close for fifth. Joseph gets it. Joseph rounds out your top 5. Then Colton, who fall all the way back to 6th after leading at the white. Kirkwood is 7th. No, Foster's going to take 7th. What a run by Louis Foster, a quiet 7th place. Then it's Kirkwood at 8th. He's going to lose out on some points to both the 28 and the 10, who could maybe make things interesting in the championship. And then Power and Nolan round out your top 10. The restart of his life, Pato Award, wins at Gateway. He steals one from the Andretti boys. The Andrettis have always been fast on the ovals, but so have the McLaren boys. And Pato showed it tonight. What a race, what a win. And he'll get to burn it down at St. Louis. What a win for Pato Award, Arrow McLaren. An absolute burglary. I said that wrong. Burglary at Gateway, and it's the win for Pato Award, stealing it from the Andretti Global boys. Congratulations to Pato Award and Arrow McLaren. See y'all later. RV out. Peace. Next week, it's the last road course of the year at Portland. Well, that was very entertaining, and that was a very unlikely winner. I did not see Pato stealing that one from Erickson and Herta. I thought it was going to be one of those two, but no, it was Pato. He stole it. I thought it was going to be maybe Dixon who steals it from him, but no, it was Pato. And that last caution really helped him. Thank you all for watching. Congratulations to Pato and Arrow McLaren. Next week, it's Portland, the last road course of the season. See y'all later. RV out. Peace.